extremely crooked FBI. And they fixed things. The fix was in. I am firmly convinced that millions of Americans have been suckered in real estate deals and land frauds and mortgage swindles and fake documents. And at the very same time, Judge Janine Pirro and people like Trey Gowdy and the President of the United States, along with the Inspector General of the United States, and, Tom Fenton of Judicial Watch and Larry Klayman of Freedom Watch are all claiming that we don't have a Justice Department anymore. They're all claiming that the FBI is rotten to the core. And at the very same time, Americans by the millions are being swindled by companies like Horizon Real Estate Development, an American Land Company, and Lincoln Savings and Loan, and Taylor, Bean and Whitaker, and Superior Bank, and Bank of America. Oh God, there's one for you. Wells Fargo's been caught endlessly. Citibank, Goldman Sachs, all the major, all the minor, and all the medium-sized banks in America have been robbing the living, the stuffings. They've been robbing the stuffings out of the American financial system for decades. This stuff didn't start in 2008. This stuff didn't start in 1978. It's been going on for decades. The vast, massive, gargantuan land scheming and scamming, like Dean Couch of the Couch Mortgage Company and Company down there in Houston, with the warm and fuzzy crowd from the Houstonian Estates, with the triad mafia of Khashoggi, Ghabanifar, the Bin Ladens, and the whole Iran-Contra and Charlie Wilson's war mafia. Ladies and gentlemen, trillions have been stolen from the American people. Trillions. The banking system, FHA, Farmers Home Administration, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the list goes on and on and on. Correct? Richard Bowen? Let's talk about it. Matt Taibbi. Professor William Black darn sure knows. Professor Black knows. Oh, the list of names just goes on and on and on. You can go from, Gretchen Morgensen of the New York Times. Pick up a copy of her book with Mr. Roshner there. Pick up a copy of Reckless Endangerment. And then let's talk about the FBI again. How obviously and copiously the FBI is just rotten to the core. Right, President Donald Trump? You talk about targeting people. Well, they targeted whistleblowers that exposed the gangster banksters. Yeah, Donald Trump. Jeff Sessions, you want to chime in here, old pal? And get a hold of Elliot Spitzer and Eric Schneiderman while you're at it. Let's talk about the gargantuan mind-bending, the staggering looting of the U.S. financial system. What in the flying hell was Mueller and Comey doing? Oh, I know. They were working for HSBC Bank and UBS. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this stuff up. I don't think Peter Strauss is the main target here, Mr. Trey Gowdy. I don't think that this targeting of the Trump campaign is the main battlefield. I think it's part of the battlefield, It's part of the swamp, but I'll guarantee you one thing. This never before seen in human history, gargantuan looting of the U.S. financial system. Judge Janine Pirro. Let's talk about that, Judge Janine. And Kim Milken, or whatever her name is, Kim Milken. Let's investigate that, Kim Milken. The unbelievable, staggering looting of the U.S. financial system, you guessed it, using land scheming and scamming. Clintonian-style dirt dealing. Let's get right down to it. This land fraud spree in America began when the British and the French and the Spanish arrived at the Atlantic coast. This land thieving, this land swindling, this land grabbing giant financial fiasco in America has been going on for a very long time. Trillions, ladies and gentlemen, poof, trillions right up in smoke. And to all of my friends across this nation, and trust me, I've got quite a network of friends. People know who this kid is. And to all my loving detractors, you know, the people that want to make me out to be some kind of a ranting and raving lunatic, let me ask you this. Why are there millions of Americans that realize that what I'm telling you in this video is correct? If I'm so out of my mind, why is it that people all over this world know about it? From Afghanistan to, I don't know, Ireland, Australia, Spain. This land scheming and scamming from Turkey to, it's all over the nation. It's all over the country. It's all over America. And I'm nuts. I'm crazy. Gee, let's see. All right, Jeff Sessions and Christopher Wray, Mr. Christopher Wray at FBI. I think you got an awful lot of explaining to do. And I'm going to wrap this one up because my battery's been acting up lately. Good old FBI agent John Connally. FBI agent John Connally, who's currently sitting in a prison cell for the rest of his life. That's the FBI agent that tried to flush me down the toilet. John Connally in the Houston office of the FBI with Henry Onken's assistant U.S. attorney's office. Even Ron Wood, the assistant U.S. attorney in Houston, was a two-faced little cracker liar. Come on, Ron Wood. Let's talk about dirt dealing, real estate scheming and scamming, and the Texas land swindling. The great Texas bank job. Let's talk about toxic zombie developments. Boy, there's a mouthful, isn't it? Toxic zombie developments. The land scheming and scamming that has, well, it's at the heart. It's at the epicenter of the largest financial looting in the history of the world. Donald Trump. So, folks, you know, there's an awful lot of people out there that apparently don't like my message. And I got a message for them that they will not like. And this is what it is. Go to hell. Just go to hell. And folks, I think I'm just going to leave it right there. I've said enough. Look up the links below. I got a bunch of links below to educate you in the historical record.